So now comes this question. Can't you just see a critic saying, okay, well, that's fine and good, but how did you get those 27 books? Where did those 27 books come from? Well, I'm glad you asked. The Council of Hippo in 393 AD was the first council, and this was a gathering of all of the bishops all over Rome to be pulled together to determine which 27 books they were going to decide. Now, where's the city of Hippo? The city of Hippo is like where Algeria is in the northern part of Africa and southern part of the Mediterranean there, and you can see the boot there of Italy and Spain off to the left and the Rock of Gibraltar. So this council happened in 393 AD, and this was the home of St. Augustine of Hippo. And here's some of the current archaeological excavations that are going on in Hippo right now. So this brings us back to the point now, how do we get those 27 books? So the Council of Hippo met in 393 AD, and they were the first one to list these 27 books. The Council of Carthage, which was a few years later, met twice, 397 and 419. They reaffirmed those 27 books. So why did they pick those 27 books? All right, you see this here in response to persecution? Diocletian was the emperor of Rome from 303 to 313 AD. He had a Bible burning ceremony. His deal was that if you had a Bible, you had to turn it in and it would be burned. If you didn't turn the Bible in, you would be executed. If you lied about it and they caught you, in other words, you said, well, I don't have a Bible, and they came in and searched your house and they found one, you would be executed. So why did the Council of Hippo meet? They met to determine which books would be worthy to die for. That was one of the main reasons. Which of the books would be worthy to die for? Which book should you die for rather than give it up? And so that was an amazing thing. Now, how did they pick those 27 books? It had to meet 3 criteria. It had to be either written directly by an apostle or a direct associate of the apostle. It had to be somebody who knew or walked with the apostles, like Luke, for example. He wasn't an apostle, but he was with them all the time. Then it had to abide by the rule of faith and the teachings of Jesus. This is why some of your Gnostic Gospels didn't make it into the 27, because they've got flaws in these areas. That doesn't mean that all the Gnostic Gospels are completely wrong, but they had some things that were wrong in them. And then the third thing it was the books that was currently being used in the majority of the churches. And so everybody had complete confidence in these books. You follow the teachings in these books and you'll wind up in heaven. So, I mean, there's no doubt about it. Plenty of information to get you to heaven.